Kate, thank you for joining us. First of all, could you give us a bit of an update on how the season's going so far?
Yeah, so I guess it's been a little bit up and down. We're very much seeing it as kind of a rebuild season. So we had a few positive results in there, but probably not quite where we want to be. I'd say the aspiration is to be mid-table by the end of the season. But yeah, in terms of personnel that we've brought in, much stronger. We've got a kind of stronger core foundation of players now, a bit more experience there. We've experimented a little bit in terms of change of formation, and I think we are now gradually kind of getting to where we want to be and laying some good foundations for next season as well.
Yeah, when you look back at where the club was just over a season and a half ago, where you first got involved as manager, do you see a lot of progress being made in that time? Yeah,
definitely. I think we've now got a much more resilient group of players. I mean, lots of them have come from being part of those squads that were struggling quite a lot the season before last. I think now we are not comfortable in the league, but we know that we can go in competitive to every fixture that we're part of. So that's a big difference in comparison to where we were. And like I said, just having that mix now of experience balanced with those youth players, I think gives us a good balance going forward, because we've got some players that are used to kind of playing at higher levels, like your tier 3, tier 4. So yeah, it is now just a case of continuing to push on as a group and aspiring to get where we want to be, because we've got an ambitious group.
So you're here tonight not only to support the men's first team, but also because it's our dedicated Harrogate 2 fixture. How much does it mean to you that football is taking note of sexism within football and working on causes like this to hopefully eradicate it from the game?
Yeah, 100%, super important. In my other role within academia and research, this is a core focus of mine as well. Women in sport have just done some research that have really highlighted how hostile the environment can still be for women to be part of. So I think it's super important for it to continue to be recognised and to encourage more kind of female role models within the game, whether that's in a coaching capacity or leaders, CEOs like Sarah, for example. So really, really important to get that acknowledgement and representation.
Do you see it as having an impact in your role as manager, but also as head of women's football at the club, in terms of young girls getting involved in the game more so than maybe a few years ago?
Yeah, hopefully, I hope that there's that kind of relatedness when I go down to the girls' sessions, and I've been there and kind of come up through the women and girls game. It's still very disproportionate in terms of the amount of male coaches that there are in comparison to females, but it's good in terms of kind of the way in which our club in particular is really focused on trying to build some or improve on the foundations that we've got. We've allocated more resources to the women's section this year, women and girls, bringing in physios and S&C support and so forth. So yeah, really important to have those role models there.
I guess that brings us on nicely to the game here. In a month's time, you'll be taking on Leeds United in the County Cup quarter-final, I think it is. Just how excited are you for that game, and how are the squad feeling ahead of it?
Yeah, really excited. I think we've drawn the club that's in the highest position out of anyone that we could have drawn, so obviously it is a challenge for us, but it's one that hopefully we will relish. The players are all up for it. It's amazing that we've got the opportunity to obviously play here again. It was a great experience last year within the league, had nearly 1,000 fans here. We'd obviously love to have more than that, but in terms of how we're going into it, we've got everything to gain and nothing to lose. We're going in underdogs, we quite like that. So it's a good opportunity for the players and staff to kind of show what we're about.
Yeah. Thank you.
Cheers.